Hi, my name's Dill, and welcome to this sneak preview of Guild Wars 2 for snakebiteMagazine.com. I'm going to quickly show you character creation, then the opening questing area, including a quick explanation of the map, vistas and points of interest, look at the crafting system, skills, field combos and multi-combat, then a short introduction to the world vs world and a bit of PvP combat. Right, so let's jump into creating a character. I'm going to create just a quick, simple throw together. Just choose whatever, elementalist. One of the greatest features I found was all the different customisations you had for your character. Not too intricate, just enough. All your face details, head options, body features, and armour dies to whatever you want. Let's skip all that though. Just create a simple name and head off. Right, you got quite a few movies at the start which I highly suggest you watch, but I'm going to skip for the sake of the video. And yeah, the first thing you'll notice as soon as we jump in is that you're in a little settlement encampment area that's quite bustling with loads of different people, such as this. Nice little area. And straight away, this woman calls you over to help her out. Let's head over to her. All of the quests, although I mentioned in the top work in progress as this is the beta, all your quests will be set out in this format. So a scripted character sequence between two people, or they'll just be a straight run in, get told your objectives in the top right hand corner, and then carrying on. No massive slabs of text as we used to with every other MMO. That's right, she wants to head us over here and get a trophy from a trophy kill. Something big enough to get a decent trophy from, so let's see if we can find something. One of the best things about this game has got to be the fact that there's no static combat at all. It's not just stand still, press buttons as we used to. Ah, there we go, straight away. In case you've got to be ducking, dodging out of the way. Obviously if you're not being attacked, like I'm not at the moment. Right, here we go. Double back to evade. So make sure you're not getting hurt by anything, which will keep you alive a lot longer. There we go. Grab the trophy. So you head back to her for that. As you notice, there's only one spell that you've got available to you at the start, but as you use that spell, you unlock others. So Dragon Tooth is on 66% now. If I continue to use that, so say on this here, it should unlock the next skill, and so on. They get harder too. There you go, new skill, Dragon's Tooth. Does the same, so as soon as I start using Flame Strike and Dragon's Tooth, I'll start unlocking Phoenix, and then you unlock more, 4 and 5, as you progress through your levels. I'm just going to skip ahead to the end and hand the quest in here. Okay, so we're about to hand in this quest. Let's hand it straight into him. Another scripted conversation between your character and the NPC.
I'm the local leather worker.
Go that. Right, so he wants us to accompany the rest of the group for the grey hunt. So we head over here. And one of the best things as well that I found coming into this was I thought the quest had bugged out for me at first because those doors were shut. You actually get a little training area to hone your skills in. Have a quick mess about with these. Kill some low level small mobs just to practice before you go on a big hunt. And here I'll show you the Dragon Tooth skill, which is that giant Dragon Tooth slamming down. Massive AoE damage, massive direct damage. The only problem with it is, as you'll see here, cool it down. It gets cooled down on the point of where you use it. It won't follow an enemy. If you use it properly, like that, massive damage to that whole group there. So it's an excellent ability. And there we go, we've just unlocked Phoenix by using both of those two abilities. And I'll show you Phoenix in a second. It's this with a drop down aura. Yeah, he's dead, so we wait for the next lot to come out. So yeah, we use it on him, aim it forwards, There's a little phoenix out. Comes back. When he comes back. Okay, that lagged out slightly there. I'll show you again next time. Right, this phoenix is still charging, so we wait. Check the phoenix out. Ah, missed him, but yeah. Comes back, and I'll get a buff off that. Which is quite nice for the fact of it's a damaging AoE as well as a buff. So we'll head up here for the Great Hunt. I'm just going to skip ahead to the top of these stairs. Right, so we've just come up to the top now. We're going to have to kill a load of these little worms before a giant one comes out at Great Hunt. So let's just kill a few of these. Show you a phoenix properly this time. So we get it out ready, aim it at him, shoot it out. Ah, it evades. Yeah, comes back. That's the other thing about these enemies, are smart. So if I go to drop Dragon's Tooth on him, oh, that one's not too smart. But yeah, as you saw with the Phoenix, they evade out the way, and they will actually dodge to go elsewhere to make sure they don't get hit. So you've really got to be on your toes with your skill shots, I suppose you could call them. And yeah, as you see, there's quite a few NPCs around here, just so you don't end up here on your own and getting beaten up. Oh, here we go. So this is the Great Hunt. I've done this quite a few times now, and every single time I've watched the fight progress from my back on the floor after being defeated. I'm going to try not to let that happen this time. But dodging that is the one that normally always gets me. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, everyone else got caught in by that. So let's go over there and I'll show you the revive feature. Well, actually, I shouldn't have come in here. I'm going to get hit by him now. Right, just let me throw that out. Ah, there we go. Right, I've been knocked down. This is your... coming to revive me. Right, I'll show you that at a later time. Yeah, when you get knocked down, you're not down and out. You can fight on the ground. If I stay down here, without the AoE. There we go. Yeah, as I was saying, if I was to stay there and press F, help him revive, it slowly gets him back up on his feet so he can carry on the fight. Vice versa, if I go down, someone can run over. The more people helping you up, the faster you get up. Really nice system, so if you're down, you're not out, you've got a chance. You have got a time limit for when you're down, so if you do go down, you can't stay there indefinitely. But you can also bandage yourself up, get yourself back on your feet, if you're not being attacked by God knows how many enemies. So right, that was that done, and this guy here, he's a scout that will pretty much give you a very non-linear questing system of, as he's explaining now, there's events happening here, here and here, go over, help them out, do what you want, so if you just exit that. Instead of there being a very linear path that you've got to follow to get round here and do that, and then you go into the next area, you pick and choose what you do. You can run around and kill random mobs, or come around here, help out at the Honour the Spirit Raven. It says find raven eggs and return them, destroy the nests. Actually, we'll head over there, and at the same time we'll uncover this vista, which will show you what those are. They're like the viewpoints in Assassin's Creed, and the points of interest. So we'll head over there now. Right, so I'm now just behind the point of where the vista is. So we're going to climb up here, hopefully not fall too many times. There we go. Straight up, and straight away as we've just seen there, uncovered the hidden point of interest area. So if we open this up, that's now filled in. Percentage complete. The rest of these are undiscovered. That's now discovered area. And you've got this for your whole world, so you can see how many are in the world and your overall world completion. and for each area completion, which for someone it's a bit of an achievement haul like myself is excellent. I like to know how much I've done and how much I've got left, so that's an excellent system in my eyes. Right, so we're going to quickly grab this Vista, try not to fall off. Splat. Head up here, nice little, so those who played Rift would see the same sort of puzzles that you went through on Rift to find your artifacts, I think they're called. It's been a while since I played Rift. And yeah, little jump puzzles I think they're called on this. And there you go, it's kind of Assassin's Creed style. That's not my screen crackling up, that's I think that's meant to be snow graphics. Yeah, skip to the end of that and jump off here. Right, so if I head back up here now, I'll quickly show you the sort of progress you get for each. I'm not sure what these areas are named with the heart containers. They are little questing areas, but they're not such quests. They're open events that you walk into the area and it activates. So you've got answer the riddles posted by the Raven statues, which would be these. So enter them. Come forward, grow, cruel, walk, and perfect Huntonian. Victor is my name. Death. There you go, and that's your progress filling up. So the more of them I do, more progress fills up. It gets to the top. I get the reward, and I get the notoriety from her. Another way is collecting the eggs, which I picked one up slightly earlier, just right in there. There's another one in that corner, yeah. Hand them back into the nest, and that fills up my top one. So they're two different quests, and you've also got your main quest up the top. You have got a main quest that you follow throughout the whole of the game. Your story, which starts off from your creation to your little video, which I skipped, and then your quest line, and that will go in like a kind of journal, but not a quest log journal. So yeah, that's the small little question areas. Just a very quick view at them. As you see, I've now unlocked more skills from leveling up to rank 2. I've got Flame Wall and Fire Shield. Flame Wall allows me to start using combos, which I'll show you a bit of later on. Just going to skip ahead to some crafting on one of my other characters. Right, so this is my main character that I created earlier, and I'm just going to show you the brief introduction to the skills and how they work out. So in main areas such as this, you'll have kind of like your trade section of all your different stations. You can't just run out and train skills on the fly. At least I'm not certain you can. I don't think you can, but yeah, it's the way I've seen it so far. You need to be at certain stations. So for an artificing station, you've got a nice easy set out of everything you can make so far. Blue meaning no skill ups, green slight skill up, a chance of, orange definite skill up, red is going to be hard to make or you can't make it yet. There's required 25, I'm only on 22. So instead of going back and forth between your trainer, saying that in other MMOs where you have to go back, learn a skill, run back, grab your mats to make it, to run back to get a new skill, you basically learn through discovery. So I learned the crude trident, the vital crude trident, by adding a vital green inscription and the parts of a trident together, which was in the discovery tab. You throw in trident shaft and trident head. Unfortunately I haven't got any more to add in at the moment, but you add in 1 or 2 more items, say 11 possible unknown recipes, add more compatible ingredients, add more ingredients in, create yourself a new recipe, save you running back and forth to mindless NPCs. One of the greatest things I noticed earlier as well is that when you're crafting a large number, you'll notice the bar will start to speed up. It can't really give it its full justice there, but if you're crafting 20, by the time it gets to 7, it'll just go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, instead of still waiting for 7 seconds for each one to create. A lot more efficient. And yet, create the rest of your components down to creating your actual item. Nice and simple. You've got a bank for your mat storage and also collections. I'm not quite sure how this works yet. You can chuck I think it works as a bank, though I wouldn't like to say. I wouldn't like to leave my equipment in here as I've done all of my mats, because I've got a bit of a feeling that they may not be here when I come back. But yeah, you can chuck all of your basic materials in here. Number of tin, bronzing nuts, or your ores, any sort of crafting material, so that you don't have to haul it around with you. So when you do get to a station, you can jump in, grab what mats you need from your bank or your collection, grab it out, make your item, chuck any excess back in, and there you go. So while I'm here, and that's just started up over there, I'm going to show you a quick combo using the Ring of Fire. Combos work for anyone, so excellent. If she's coming over here, I don't think she is. If I chuck this Ring of Fire down, as it says combo field fire, that means out on the playing field it will put a combo ring down that if anyone's standing within that ring, they will add fire. So now, if I put this down, she should gain fire arrows. And as it said at the bottom there, that little icon that came up, combo might, it adds might to all of your attacks. Just dodge out the way of these. As I was saying, you really kind of stand still and take the beating, as proven there. So let's see, area might for the Dragon Fang skill. I'm not too sure if we're going to get this killed with just us two. Though if she's got mobs helping her out there, maybe we will. We'll see. There we go, we've got someone else coming now. Chuck those down again. I'm down. And back up. Not quite sure what happened there, but okay. Chucking a fire strike down. See, that smart enemies, he's moved out the way of that fire strike. Fortunately, that's the way it goes sometimes. You either got to keep chasing, or if you're working within a team and you can stun, you need to get them stunned. Drop this Dragon's Fang down. Easily one of my best skills at the moment. Let's drop this down for the combos for everyone else. Some bigger hits. There we go, so this is for my combos, increased might. And everyone else would have that building up as well at the same time as me. Really taking a beating to go down. These are the sort of things where you come across this and say either I start it on my own, there we go, and other people join in. Or other people will start it and you can join in. They're just free events that at the end of you get your rating, a gold for that, experience points, karma points, and a bit of coin at the end. But anyone's free to jump in and out of them. There's no phasing or any sort of you need to be on a quest line to get to it. It's just run in, help each other out. Right, I'm going to quickly jump into some World vs World to show you. I'm not sure if it's actually working properly at the moment, as earlier it was extremely laggy and there was meant to be a new release for it to make sure to fix some of the lagging issues, so we'll see how this goes. Once we get in, I'm just going to quickly show you around the map and what the basic idea of the World vs World is, sorry. Some much better guides on the World vs World. I noticed Guild Wars 2 official Facebook page released a massive World vs World video that explains in a lot more depth. There we go. They call it World vs World, but it's more World vs World vs World, as you've got 3 worlds fighting it out. You've got the red that seem to be dominating at the moment, the green and the blue. I'm not sure how these teams are split up at the moment, but yeah, there's 3 teams. You've got, these are all separate world versus world areas. At the moment I'm in this one, but there's another 3 around that you enter through, going through different portals or selecting different world versus world at the top, as you saw. The main objective is basically, as you can see here, although not very well because there's no contesting. This one would be a better way if we can zoom down. It's basically you start with your keep and your supply point. So yeah, perfect example. Blue keep, green keep, red keep. You start off with a tower and a supply camp, I think, or you may have to go out and grab them. Supply camps will throw or ferry supplies between, as you can see here, a caravan, between each of your bases. So when you're using supplies to repair buildings, to build sieges and such, you will deplete those resources after a while. Whereas if you've got these caravans coming in, your resources come back up. You can carry resources yourself, but only 10 at a time, so not too many. So you constantly need a group of people that are protecting these caravans. Because not only are they susceptible to players, they're also susceptible to random strike NPCs, and you will need your resources to actually gain a victory in an area. You've got towers here that will basically aim as a choke point, so if you're having people attacking in from these roads, these towers are covering an area that is stopping that. So you need to get rid of the tower. There's no chance you can get a supply camp down whilst you've got a tower beating on you. So you need to get rid of those towers, get into the supply camps, then you can take them. You see you've got 2 caravans right next to each other, which are probably being guarded by people as they're moving quite steadily. Yeah, you've got your Altar of Powers, which I'm told have some sort of orb of power or something that basically is a massive buff to your team, and you did the things you need to be keeping basically to make sure that you gain your victory. In the middle you've got a neutral zone. I'm not quite sure how these work at the moment, but from what I'm told, you take over the area and then that neutral faction fights on your behalf. So anyone within this area, well, within the surrounding area of the neutral camp, it comes under attack by the neutral party. It's basically a capture and hold, point-based capture and hold, yeah. I'm not sure how else to explain it really. There's a battle going on down there, so let's see. I'll skip forwards down to that. Ah, excellent. As you can see, a nice bit of PvP going on here. Got some corpses down here. These are dead but not dead. They're, as I was earlier, just downed. They can stay there and they can be resurrected if they manage to push forwards. PvP in this game is insane. It's extremely intensive. You've got all your AoEs to watch out for on the floor. Thankfully at the moment, because we're so close to our base, we're immune. But if we weren't at the time, so now, as I've moved forwards, we'll start getting the beating. So if we can take him down, there we go. And I get thrown across the world. Alright, well we got it down there. That's that's a first. Yeah, extremely intensive world versus world. If I start using my ring of fire here, everyone else gains the combo of burning. So he's, as you saw there, he was firing fire arrows instead of normal arrows, which for me is just, it opens up a whole new world for PvP and PvE. So I can't wait to see how that actually works in full-scale battles rather than just little skirmishes like this. But yeah, that's pretty much it. For any more information, check out the Guild Wars site. There will be a review up on Snakebite magazine. Feel free to check that out as well. Like, favourite, subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching.